Imagine ruling a kingdom so powerful that neighboring kings wanted to become your allies at any cost. Some sent gold, some sent armies, and some sent their daughters. More than 3,000 years ago, King Solomon ruled ancient Israel. He is remembered as a man of extraordinary wisdom, immense wealth, and grand construction projects. But there is another detail about his life that continues to fascinate people even today. According to the Bible, Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines, a total of 1,000 spouses. At first glance, it sounds impossible. Why would one man marry so many women? The answer has less to do with romance and far more to do with power. In the ancient world, royal marriages were often political agreements. When two kingdoms wanted peace, trade, or military cooperation, a marriage could seal the deal. A foreign princess arriving at Solomon's court was not simply becoming a wife. She was becoming a living symbol of an alliance between nations. Each marriage strengthened diplomatic ties. Each wedding reduced the chance of war. And with every new alliance, Solomon's influence spread across the region. His kingdom became one of the most prosperous powers of its time. But what about the women themselves? Historical records provide very few details about their individual lives. However, historians believe many of Solomon's wives would have lived in royal quarters within or near the palace complex. They likely had servants, attendants, and considerable status. Many came from noble or royal families, and may have brought their own traditions, customs, languages, and religious beliefs with them. Imagine the palace, hundreds of people from different nations, different foods, different clothing, different cultures, different gods. The royal court may have looked less like a single kingdom and more like a gathering of the ancient world's elite. But maintaining such a vast household would have been incredibly expensive. Every royal wife represented obligations, gifts, servants, housing, and political expectations. And over time, these alliances created new challenges. The biblical account tells us that many of Solomon's foreign wives continued practicing their native religions. As the years passed, Solomon allowed places of worship to be built for these foreign gods. For a king who was expected to lead Israel's worship of one God, this became a major controversy. According to the biblical writers, this decision marked the beginning of Solomon's downfall. Not because his wives were evil, not because they controlled him, but because the political alliances that once strengthened his kingdom slowly began to influence its identity. The very strategy that helped him achieve power eventually created divisions within his realm. When Solomon died, the kingdom he had built did not remain united for long. It split into rival states, ending the golden age that had defined his reign. Today, Solomon remains one of history's most intriguing rulers, a king celebrated for wisdom, a king remembered for unimaginable wealth, and a king whose 1,000 marriages became both a symbol of his success and a warning about the hidden costs of power. Because sometimes,
the decisions that make a leader strong in the present can shape their downfall in the future.
and few stories illustrate that better than the story of King Solomon.